The Holy Quran, translated in English by Talal Itani, 2021 edition. Web address www.clearquran.org.
Quran Chapter 17. In the name of Allah, the kind, the caring. Glory be to Him who made His servant travel by night from the holy mosque to the farthest mosque, whose surroundings we blessed, to show Him our wonders. He's the listener and observer. We gave Moses the book, a guide for the Israelites. Take no guardian beside me. The descendants of those we carried with Noah. He was a grateful servant. We declared to the Israelites in the book, twice you'll commit corruption on earth, and you'll reach great heights. When the first of the two promises was fulfilled, we sent against you servants of ours, who were brutal, and they plundered your homes. That was a promise fulfilled. Then we gave you victory over them, and we supplied you with wealth and children, and we made you more numerous. When you practice righteousness for yourselves, and if you commit evil, you do it against yourselves. Then, when the second promise is fulfilled, they'll make your faces full of sorrow, and they'll enter the temple as they entered it the first time, and they'll completely destroy everything that falls in their power. Perhaps your Lord will have mercy on you. If you come back, we'll come back. We made hell a prison for unbelievers. This Quran guides to what's most upright. And it announces to the believers who do good deeds that they'll have a great reward. Those who don't believe in the hereafter, we prepared a painful punishment for them. The human being prays for bad as he prays for good. The human being is in a hurry. We made the night and the day two wonders. We erased the wonder of the night, and we made the wonder of the day revealing, so that you may seek sustenance from your Lord, and know the number of years and calculation. We explained everything in detail. We attached the destiny of every person to his neck. And on Resurrection Day, we'll bring out a document and spread it out before him. Read your document. Today, you're enough to hold yourself accountable. Whoever is guided for his own good. And whoever goes astray to his own loss. No one can carry the burdens of another person. We don't punish until we have sent a messenger. When we intend to destroy a city, we command its wealthy people, they transgress in it. So the word against it becomes justified, and we destroy it completely. How many generations did we destroy after Noah? Your Lord is sufficiently acquainted and sees the sins of his servants. Whoever wants the fleeting life, we gladly give what we want to whomever we want. Then we send him to hell, where he will be roasted, condemned, and defeated. Whoever wants the hereafter, and pursues it as it should be pursued, while believing their efforts will be appreciated. To these and those, we give the gifts of your Lord. Your Lord's gifts aren't restricted. Notice how we give some more than others. The hereafter is more excellent in ranking and greater in preference. Take no God but Allah, or you'll end up condemned and rejected. Your Lord commanded that you worship Him alone, and you must take care of your parents. If one or both of them grow old, don't say disrespectful words to them, and don't scold them, but address them with respect. And lower for them the wing of humility, out of mercy, and pray, my Lord, be kind to them, as they cared for me in my childhood. Your Lord knows what's in you. If you're righteous, He forgives the repentant. Give the relative his rights, and the poor, and the traveler. And don't squander wastefully. The extravagant are the brothers of the devils, and Satan is ungrateful to his Lord. If you turn away from them, seeking your Lord's mercy, speak to them kindly, for you expect kindness from your Lord. Be neither tight-fisted nor wasteful, otherwise, you'll be blamed and regretful. Your Lord gives abundant provisions to whom he wills, and he limits it. He's aware and observant of his servants. Don't kill your children for fear of poverty. We provide for them and you. Killing them is a big mistake. Don't go near adultery. It's immoral and a bad way. Don't kill anyone. Allah made life sacred except for a just cause. If someone is killed wrongly, we give his heir authority. But they must not be excessive in taking life, he will be supported. Don't approach the orphan's wealth, except with good intentions, until he reaches maturity. And keep your promises. A promise comes with responsibility. Give full measure when you measure. And weigh with accurate scales. This is a good thing, and it produces good results. Don't follow blindly without knowledge. Hearing, sight, and reasoning must be questioned. Don't walk arrogantly on earth. You can't penetrate the earth, nor can you reach the mountains in height. These are bad activities that your Lord dislikes. These are some of the wisdom revealed to you by your Lord. Don't take gods apart from Allah. Otherwise, you'll end up in hell, condemned and rejected. Did your Lord favor you with sons while choosing angelic daughters for himself? You're making outrageous assertions. We explained things in this Quran in various ways, so that they may think. But it only increases their rebellion. Say, if there were other gods with him, as they say, they would have sought a way to the Lord of the throne. Glory to him, his beyond what they say, exalted and great. The seven heavens, the earth, and everything in them praises him. There is nothing that doesn't glorify with praise, but you don't understand their praises. He's patient and forgiving. When you read the Quran, we place an invisible veil between you and those who don't believe in the hereafter. And we put coverings over their minds, so that they don't understand it, and heaviness in their ears. And when you mention in the Quran your Lord's oneness, they turn their backs in disgust. We know what they want to hear, when they listen to you, when they conspire, when the wrongdoers say, the man you follow is under a spell. Notice how they portray you. They are wrong and unable to find a way. And they say, when we've become bones and fragments, will we be raised as a new creation? Say, even if you were to turn into stones or iron, or into a substance that seems even harder to you, then they'll ask, who will bring us back? Say, he who first created you. Then they'll shake their heads and say, when will it be? Say, it may be soon. The day he calls you, you'll answer by praising him, and you'll realize that you stayed a little while. Tell my worshippers to say what's best. Satan stirs up disagreements between them. Satan is man's outright enemy. Your Lord knows you best. If he wills, he will have mercy on you. And if he wills, he will punish you. We didn't send you as their guardian. Your Lord knows everyone in the heavens and on earth. We gave some prophets an advantage over others. And we gave David the Psalms. Say, call those whom you consider gods besides him. They can't remove your harm or change it. Those they invoke seek ways for their Lord, compete for closeness, hope for his mercy, and they fear his punishment. Your Lord's punishment is to be avoided. Every city that we destroy before Judgment Day, or we severely punish, is recorded in the document. Nothing prevents us from sending miracles, except that the previous generations denied them. We gave Tamar the camel, an eye-opener, but they abused her. We send miracles only to inspire reverence. We said to you, your Lord knows all about the people. The dream we showed you and the cursed tree mentioned in the Quran were intended to test people. We frighten them, but that only makes them more defiant. We said to the angels, prostrate to Adam. They all prostrated, except Iblis. He said, should I prostrate to someone you created from mud? He said, do you see this being whom you honored over me? If you give me time until resurrection day, I will bring his descendants under my control, except for a few. He said, go away. Whoever follows you will be punished in hell, an appropriate reward. Convince with your voice all those you can, and mobilize against them your cavalry and infantry, and share with them wealth and children, and make promises to them. But Satan's promises are mere deceptions. But you won't influence my devotees. Your Lord is a sufficient guardian. Your Lord propels the ships at sea, so that you may seek his blessings. He is very gracious towards you. When you're in distress at sea, those you worship besides him disappear. But when he brings you safely to land, you turn away. The human being is ungrateful. Are you sure he won't collapse the ground under you or unleash a tornado against you? Then you won't find any protector. Are you sure he won't bring you back there, unleash a hurricane against you, and drown you for your ingratitude? You'll find no defender against us. We honored the children of Adam, and we carried them over land and sea, and we provided them with good things, and we greatly favored them over many of those we created. The day when we call each community by its leader. Those who receive their document with their right hand will read their document, and they won't be mistreated at all. But whoever is blind in this life will be blind in the afterlife, and far from the way. They almost lured you away from our revelation, hoping that you would produce something else. Then they would have befriended you. If we hadn't given you stability, you might have inclined a little towards them. In that case, we would have made you taste double in life and double at death, and you would have found no helper against us. They almost provoked you to expel you from the land. Then they would have lasted after you only for a little while. This is our practice with the messengers we sent before you. You'll find no change in our practice. Perform the prayer at the decline of the sun until the darkness of the night. And the Quran at daybreak. The Quran at daybreak is witnessed. Keep vigil with it during parts of the night, and perform extra prayers, so that your Lord may elevate you to a position of praise. Say, my Lord, bring me in through an entry of truth, and bring me out through an exit of truth. And give me, from you, an authority of support. Say, the truth has come, and falsehood faded away. Falsehood is bound to fade away. We revealed in the Quran healing and mercy for believers. But it increases wrongdoers in nothing but loss. When we bless the human being, he turns away and distances himself. But when adversity touches him, he is in despair. Say, everyone behaves according to his character. Your Lord knows better, who's best guided in the way. They ask you about the soul. Say, the soul belongs to my Lord's domain, and you were given only a little knowledge. If we had willed, we could have withdrawn what we revealed to you. Then you'll find no advocate against us, except by the kindness of your Lord. He's very gracious to you. Say, if humankind and demonkind came together to produce the like of this Quran, they could never produce the like of it, even if they helped each other. We explain all kinds of examples to people in this Quran, but most of them persist in disbelief. They said, "We won't believe you unless you make a spring burst from the ground for us. Or you have a garden with palm trees and vines, and you make rivers gush pouring through them. Or you bring the sky down on us in pieces, as you claim, or you bring Allah and the angels before us. Or, you have a house decorated with gold. Or, you soar into the sky. Even then, we won't believe in your ascension unless you bring us a book to read." Say, "Glory to my Lord. Am I anything but a human messenger?" Nothing prevented people from believing when the guidance came to them, except their saying, "Did Allah send a human messenger?" Say, if there were angels on earth, walking around in peace, we would have sent them from heaven an angel messenger. Say, Allah is enough to be a witness between you and me. He's fully acquainted with His servants, and He sees them well. Whomever Allah guides is guided. And whomever He leaves astray, for them you'll find no protector besides Him. We'll drag them on their faces on resurrection day blind, dumb, and deaf. Their dwelling is hell. Whenever it subsides, we'll intensify the blaze for them. That's their payback for rejecting our revelations, and for saying, "When we become bones and fragments, will we be raised as a new creation?" Don't they consider that Allah, who created the heavens and the earth, can create the likes of them? He appointed for them a time that's beyond doubt. But the wrongdoers persist in denial. Say, if you possessed the treasuries of my Lord's mercy, you would have withheld, for fear of spending. People have always been stingy. We gave Moses 9 clear miracles. Ask the Israelites. When he came to them, Pharaoh said, "Moses, I think you're under a spell." He replied, "You know that no one sent these except the Lord of heavens and earth, eye-openers." Pharaoh, I think you're doomed. He resolved to scare them off the land, but we drowned him and those with him, all together. Afterward, we said to the Israelites, "Inhabit the land, and when the promise of the hereafter comes, we'll reunite you all." We actually sent it down. And with the truth, it came down. We sent you to bring good news and to warn. A Quran that we unfolded gradually, for you to read to people over time. We revealed it in stages. Say, believe it, or don't believe. Those who received knowledge before it, when it's read to them, they fall on their faces, prostrate. And they say, "Glory be to our Lord. Our Lord's promise is fulfilled." And they fall on their faces, weeping, and it adds to their humility. Say, call him Allah, or call him merciful. Whatever name you use, he has the most beautiful names. Be neither loud in your prayer nor silent in it, but seek a middle way. Say, praise Allah, who has no child, who has no partner in his kingdom, who has no ally out of weakness, and proclaim his absolute greatness.